Interpersonal means involving two or more people. Well, I don't know about you, but I find it's hard enough to manage my two or more personalities and have them sort of, communicate, negotiate, align so that I can actually go about my life. And imagine, doing that with other people and their personalities. Maybe they don't have many personalities, but who knows? That's hard to influence them, to communicate with them, to try and understand them, to manage them. It's really, really hard, and yet it's really, really important. That's why we continuously develop interpersonal skills. My name is Simona, and I'm a coach. And me and my personalities help people develop and boost their soft skills they need at work, and in business, and in general in life. And in this video, I will be talking about these interpersonal skills and how you can boost them beyond the how-tos and the training that you probably already have. But it's really, really easy to forget a few points that I'm going to run through in this video. And as usual, I'll be sharing some questions, so stay tuned until the end. So mindfully is the key word here, which means focused to the present, aware and focused to the present. So focus on yourself to start with and how you're feeling physically and mentally and emotionally. You feeling good? That's great. And a bit vague. So try to name your feelings, trying to figure out and be precise, and you will see that as you try that, more things come up. And maybe judgments also come up, and you're like, well, maybe I shouldn't be feeling this, and try to let them go. So how can you best describe how you are feeling? And if you're like me and you have those multiple personalities and each one is feeling their own way, and you need to kind of figure it out, journaling works pretty well. So you may want to try that in order to answer how are you feeling and what are you feeling. The reason we start from us, even if it's interpersonal skills, is that we tend to get in the way. We tend to get in the way of genuinely connecting with someone else. Our feelings, our emotions, and let's put it like this, our ego gets in the way. We want to be right, we want to feel relevant, we want to be acknowledged, we want a lot of things. And that comes out in our communication whether we want it or not. So that's why we start to figure out how we're feeling, and then we try to sort of put that aside. So when we prepare to focus on the other person, to start with interaction, one thing that we can do is that, okay, so what is my intention in this interaction? What kind of person do I want to be? Which one of my personalities do I want to show? But it's not just that. It's just how do I want to be perceived, and how do I want to be with that person? Do I want to be caring, assertive, genuinely interesting, just curious? Setting an intention helps us sort of manage our own needs and emotions before we start the interaction. It may all go sideways, but especially all those personalities coming in. But to start with is really a good point. Okay, so what is my intention in this interaction? And not just what is my goal, what is my intention? Who do I want to be? So you figure out how you're feeling, you've set your intention. Now we take a big breath, or our personalities, big collective breath, and then we set it out and we start this interaction. And there's a chance that as we proceed in the interaction, a lot of things will go sideways. Our plan, what we wanted to say, our intention, they sort of go sideways. And the important thing there is to be mindful of the other person and really listen. It usually falls back to listening, and listening to understand, not listening to respond. Because listening to respond, you're thinking about what you're going to say next. Listening to understand, you are mindfully present and aware. So that's a great thing, and it's the biggest and the most important thing you can do to advance your interpersonal skills. Listen to understand, ask questions to understand and to help the other person to explain themselves and express themselves more clearly. And this is the real question. How can you listen better? How can you focus your attention on the other person? And this is not easy, because all those personalities are just jumping around saying, I want me. I want to talk. And it's kind of an exercise that we started in the first question of saying, how am I feeling and what is my intention? And now all of that helps me just setting all those things aside and just focusing on the other person, which is the most important thing that you can do to boost your interpersonal skills. Just really be mindful and genuinely connect with the other person. So to sum it up, be mindful, be present, focus on yourself, focus on the other, listen. These are the best things that you can do to boost your interpersonal skills. And it's a hard and difficult exercise, but it gets easier with practice, I promise. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, share it. Me and my personalities will be grateful, and subscribe to learn more about, no, not about me and my personalities, about how to develop soft skills and how to manage your time mindfully.